start and then how it finished, but a good win, Pac-12 team, and obviously a lot of good players and a great program in Washington. So strange situation with the return, the back-to-back games, but got a lot of good performance. I already singled out Chris Washburn. I thought he was huge for us in the first half. I've been preaching how well he's played in practice. We haven't seen it yet in the games, but I think you guys saw it tonight, so I really felt good for him. His energy's been good. He's been positive on the bench, and he took advantage of his opportunity today. So some really good things. Low turnover game against a team that overplays, but the rebounding obviously stood out. That's a disappointment for us. So we'll address that here tomorrow and Friday before we get ready for Saturday. But I thought Alex did a great job. We had some foul trouble, took some guys out of some rhythm, and I thought JD did some good things for us too. So we're going to learn from this and get better because of it. So that's how we have to look at it, and that's what we will. But I thought our crowd was great. We're getting there. We're going to fill this thing and get them all there. I know they're sold, but we got to get everybody there. And students are getting better. The Army's getting there. So I guess you can see improvements in all areas. So it's step by step, and as we continue to build here in this new program.
How about that 18-0 run there in the first half after you carved out a pretty big deficit?
Yeah, we worked hard to get that deficit, and then we worked hard to get that 18-0 run. I mean, we didn't play well. We hopefully learned from it, and but we stressed, basket at a time, possession at a time, not going to get it all back right away, and defense was a little bit better, and that helped us. But certainly, I think we can do some things better. But that was obviously key. We had a number of guys doing it, and again, we had some guys not play well, have some foul trouble, but our depth seems to be a strength for us, and that's a good thing. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about our depth. I'm excited about our young guys. They continue to get better, and we'll get better in these next 2 days. We handled some things better. I was just surprised by the rebounding, the differential. That surprised me. We really thought we'd be able to do a better job on the boards.
Have you ever had a situation where you faced the same team back-to-back times?
No, I can't think of it. Maybe in the Big East tournament after somebody, I was thinking maybe there was a time there. But yeah, it's unique. It's different. It's hard. I think we stress, the challenge. Their motivation was probably going to be greater based on the big win. They had to be hungrier. I said, don't be. We need to be the hungry ones, and obviously that worked really well. We got down 19 to 2 or something. So I'll work on that speech again.
The fact that you did get out rebounded, does it get balanced a little bit by the number of turnovers you guys?
Yeah, but we're built on rebounding. We got out rebounding. We've been doing it all year long, and that's got to be our calling card. And we certainly get it today, and it's really unexplainable. I mean, we're going to get it addressed and we're going to get it fixed. And we're playing a good Arkansas State team. I don't know a lot about them. I know they beat Georgetown, so that we made that very clear to our guys. We got to get that addressed and get it done for Saturday. Yeah.
How big playing with Jalen on the bench for such an extended stretch, and Kavar?
Yeah, I mean, we had different guys, and never quite got that. I guess we got going a little bit, but yeah, it was our strength is, like I said, is a key. I think it's a positive, and we got to keep playing towards that. But Wash playing well was good. Obviously, Alex is really a starter, and we're coming on, playing starter minutes, obviously. So. We feel like we can play that. Some guys get 2 fouls in the first half. It's not like we don't have to. We've got other guys for them, so we can play them in the first half and get the third. You could have played Jalen earlier because we know we have Alex. So I mean, you feel good about some situations with foul trouble that you can play guys because we have other guys. If they get a third, they get another guy. But we're finding things out too from rotation-wise, what we're going to do and how we can do things, and learning from it.
Does it say anything that you guys got down so big early and you got 2 starters on the bench with fouls and it didn't seem to...
Yeah, I mean, I think so. We didn't seem panicked by it, I will say that, and that was something that we tried to get across, but I think they didn't seem panicked by it, so it wasn't... I just think that, we got off to a slow start because of the fouls, and missed some layups, missed some open threes, and we didn't handle as well once we came back the other end defensively. And so that's something we got to grow up and handle. You got to defend on a missed layup and an open three. And I mean, we've got depth. I mean, I think it's everybody feels they have depth in November, December. We're getting here closer, so I feel we do, and I feel we're developing guys, and they're getting better.
Coach, your
Yes.
The half-court defense tonight was exceptional, except for the rebounding issues
Yeah.
that you guys had. Could you talk a little bit about the energy that you guys have on defense?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think the crowd's going to be a big part of that, so we've got to continue to build a home court advantage. I think that's something that's really going to be important for us. I've said that from the day I got here, and we've got to come out and we've got to set the tone, and we've got to have a crowd that pulls us through, and when we come out and perform like we did. And I thought today helped. I thought it was, but we need more, and that's why we're. And that's what we're here to do, and so that's going to be important for us. But it was there, it was helpful, and I think our depth allows us to play with the intensity and pressure of the ball too. So we're going to play through that, and use that as our advantage.
Kendrick was asked what he looks at the stat sheet, and he said he looks at the guy's line that he's been guarding.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that makes you proud as a coach, that that's one of the first
He
things?
takes great pride in his defense. I think he's a really a competitor, and he's getting. But there's still areas he can improve in. But he played. He's getting it. He's getting there. I mean, he's getting there, and the body and the legs and timing. I mean, you can't be out this long and that stuff. But he just has a nose for the ball. He's a great athlete, and he's competitive. And like you said, he likes to take guys on. So I would have liked to have maybe put him on a little bit more put him on faults a little bit more than he did. But he was in foul trouble in that first half, and then second half we kind of pulled away. So we've got to use him as a guy, as a stopper. But given that situation, we thought starting Jalen and Alex was best.
Speaking of faults, he's obviously gotten a lot of attention as a freshman. After playing him twice now, what do you think?
Well, he's his size, his athleticism, his ability to shoot it and drive it. I was talking to someone in college today, a coach that, we've played against as good a guards as him, but I don't know if we've played against a freshman guard as good as him, and that's probably the difference. So. I don't know that there's been a freshman guard that can do the things that he's doing that we've gone against. And we've gone against some pretty good guards. I mean, you can go down the list in the Big East and the ACC. But his ability to score and get in the lane and change speeds really, I think, separate him. But obviously, that's what really stands out to me. And then, obviously, being a freshman, that's the difference maker.
His size and ball handling, is he kind of got all-wheel drive? Can he kind of get to where he wants to go?
Yeah. Well, I like his pace too. He changes speeds pretty well too. Changes direction, but also changes speed, and that's the thing that stands out. I think the size, the length, the ball skills. I mean, I've seen him play since he was a sophomore in high school, so we've known him. It's pretty amazing to see him develop, get better, grow into his body, late bloomer. As we all know, but he's certainly got a. I like the change of speed. That's what I was showing our guys, how he comes off a ball screen and what makes him hard to guard. It's his timing. It's his stop and go, his acceleration. That's I think is a difference maker for him too as well.
When facing a team with a guy like him, do you focus on shutting him down or trying to let him get his and shut down the rest of the team?
And we're just trying to. I wish we were that advanced right now, where we could change what we're doing overnight and adjust and do it. We're not. We got to get better at what we do first before we can get making adjustments and doing things. And there's certain things we can adjust on, but we've got to. We're in game 7. Practicing's one thing, game situation's another thing. Playing against guys like him is another thing. So we're finding our way, and most teams are, but most teams aren't starting 2 freshman guards and 2 guys haven't played in 2 years, and go down the list.
What does it tell you about Jalen to have 1 point at the half and then finish with 15?
He was positive on the bench. I mean, our attitude is tremendous, and I'm so lucky to be coaching these guys, and they've been well coached before, and they're disciplined, and they're doing the right things on and off the court. We've got 3.0 GPA. I mean, we have good kids, and I think he's brought toughness, competitiveness, but he's brought energy. But again, he's got a lot of hype. But you didn't see him complaining. You didn't see him with his head down. And, there's been some games where he hasn't played as much because Alex has been playing so well. And, he's the guy that everybody's talking about, he's a freshman, he's ranked. But in no ways does that come across to our players at all. And that says a lot about him. He's a special kid, and the people in the campus have recognized that already.
Thank you. What did the success in Vegas do for you guys? 1-2 on the road, as far as coming back here. What did you learn about your
It was. I mean, I think we got a little confidence, maybe too much, and so we got to get that. But we're going to respond well. I think we're going to respond well. This was an interesting setting, a 6 o'clock game, crowd coming in late. Playing the same team. It just, I don't know. For me, it felt different. It's 80 degrees out. I mean, it just feels different. I mean, in December, November 30th. I mean, there's some differences, and we got to handle it. And I kept, I don't know if I said this earlier. I can't remember. I mean, practice. Play like we practice, and I didn't feel we did that, and especially early. So we've got to handle things well and not change once we get a few people, and more people in the stands, and then we'll come playing a team that we just played the day before. That won't happen again. But I thought when I saw it, I remember when I got here and I saw it, I was like, this can't be right. But then I looked at it and they told me it was. So, but you get to play against Pac-12 teams, and that's a great thing.
Any other questions for coaches?
Everybody good? All right. Big week. Big Saturday. Let's get 2 wins on Saturday. And volleyball.